Ooh.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Michelle's Mystic Corner. Today, I have a special co-host with me,
Today, I have a
Sunny
special
Hancock.
co-host with me. Today, I have
Sunny
a special
Hancock.
co-host with
Uh-oh.
me. Hi.
So, everybody, this is Sunny, and she is my co-host with me today. We're going to have lots of fun on Crown Share Saturday. So, I hope everybody brought their deck. We are going to go through. I can't do that. I forgot I'm wearing my crown. Look, guys, it's today's crown. Okay, I think
It's
it was
awesome.
this one last time, I believe.
Mine's in my office.
Oh,
I
that's
would
okay.
have brought it.
Yeah, it's okay.
I woulda. I love my crown.
You shoulda, woulda, coulda. Next time,
I
next
don't think
month.
it would have went with
Yeah,
my Michigan attire.
maybe.
I'm
Yeah,
repping my state today.
that's right. I like it. So I'm going to draw a card. For the day. And we have, the Two of Pentacles.
Like,
So,
it's about the ups and downs.
yes. What does anybody have anything to say about the Two of Pentacles? Let's talk about the Two of Pentacles. So, my take, like Sunny just said, it's all about the ups and downs. And see, with this one, she's really happy right here. But one of the things I noticed is her hands are not on that bicycle.
No, she knows she can hold her own balance.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
she's just riding the wave and
yeah.
she's going with the flow instead of pushing against the river.
Yep.
That's the way I see that card.
I agree. So, go on. Sorry, interrupted by a 3-year-old. Um, so what are your goals for financial security, for your health, for self-care? The Pentacles is not just about money, right? The Pentacles is the suit of earth. And so, are you grounded? This is asking you, are you balanced in your life right now? Because she's balanced, she's going with the flow. So, where are you? Are you balanced? Are you centered? And have you warded and shielded and protected yourself today?
That's a very good question. I'm
Yeah.
guilty as charged. I did it just a minute ago, but I I I should have did it long time ago.
I know that feeling. And so let's see here. Hey, Sharona. Hello, Lois. And
I
first name,
pulled a few
last
cards
name.
for the collective as well.
All right. What did Miss Sunny pull?
Okay, so communication with the whale. And it's interesting because I always go in threes. So I have the zebra, the whale, and the lion, and it's communication, open mindedness, and control. So if you put these three together and you think about it, when you're communicating, you need to be more open minded and not be in such control or feel you have to control every situation because it's that need to control that's coming from our ego that's holding us back. If we just release control and surrender to what is, things change drastically. Be open minded to that possibility. And it all comes in allowing that communication to just flow through you, whether it be from a person, a higher being, an angel, a loved one. They're communicating all the time through intuition, your gut feelings, just words you hear randomly in your head. Having clairaudience, I am always hearing voices.
Yes.
But they're all in my
Yes.
voice. They're just at different octaves.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
So that is one clairaudient lesson that I think I overlook a lot in classes is that when you are receiving clairaudient messages, you will notice the difference if you start to place your awareness on the difference. So if I'm measuring is my thought or is it spirit without scribbling, which is my fault too, of course, that will come above a thought. It will be like a whisper in
Yes.
my voice. It's so weird because it's like the thought above my thought. It's I don't know how to explain it, but you can feel it. That's the only way I can describe the feeling of it. But
You can
you can
feel the
tell.
thought.
You can
Yeah.
feel it be different and quick. Fast things that come in before the questions even fully asked, that is your guide always. First thing's your guide, the second will always be your ego. So those are the two biggest lessons that I do teach in how to properly discern messages and communicate properly.
We do have a question in the chat.
Sure, what is it?
First name, last name asked, will I end up coaching A, or am I just around him in his business to learn from other clients?
Everything is a learning experience for her. Um, she needs to look at it as an opportunity because it's how she views it is how it's going to be for her. Is basically the skinny of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to pull cards to answer that.
No, no, you don't. Well,
No,
and
that's clear.
what I got to go along with that is with your balance. So you need to get some balance in this whole situation, right? This is what the main theme of this card is. But we also have the King of Cups. So with him, if you really pay attention to the card here, he's all about the learning right now. But he's also about emotions, right? Because he's got the cups is about emotions and he is in control. But in this card, he's also writing stuff down. So with the Two of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is there's a possibility that you are there for both reasons.
I'm grabbing a pen quick. I have a female mother figure that's stepping forward, and I don't know if it's for that person who's asking the question or if it's your mom because she has red hair.
It's my mom.
This woman appears and presents differently than your mother in the fact
Mm,
that she's thinner and um I want to say just average sized. Like your mom presents as big and bold and
yes.
very flowy red hair. This is just someone who's just kind of, but she's saying mom. I don't know if she has a mom in the chat or if she is the mom of someone in the chat. But there is a mom that's trying to say something to someone. Anybody can understand that, please let her know. Because
Absolutely. Yeah. Let Sunny know if that resonates with anybody.
they're also saying the month of May might be significant for some reason.
Mm,
Mhm.
okay.
I'm hearing that song. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Just keeps replaying in my head, and I don't remember the words to it.
I know it's right here.
Mhm, mhm. When you don't fall down. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. It's a really slow melodic song, and for whatever reason, that's significant for somebody.
Hmm.
I have not heard that song in at least a week, I would say for sure. I don't know. I don't get songs like that unless they're important.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. And I don't know who was a fan in the 80s of the boy groups that were like they're maybe their late 70s. What is it? What is it they're showing me here? They're like the Bobby Brown group, but not them. Oh, and they had a one hit wonder song, and I can't think of it. It was like fast beat. Who are these people?
Why do I keep hearing Ice Ice Baby?
It's around that era, yes, but this is a group of Black individuals, I believe, young
Cool
men.
in the Gang?
No, young men, and they had a really cool, witty name for their band or their
Um,
group. Why can't I think of it? They're gonna make me work for this one, man. And for whatever reason, it's like there was this song that was everyone would say it
Yes.
was corny, but everyone secretly liked it. What the hell is this? I can't think of it for the life of me.
What's your interpretation, Dan? Your information that resonates with you? With Can you give more information how that resonates with you? Who are you talking to? Oh, first name, last name. Okay. Well, while we ponder on that song, let's go
That's gonna drive me absolutely insane. It
down.
was a group, and it wasn't like New Kids on. It was kind of like New Kids on the Block, but it was a different version of that
Yeah,
earlier version,
yeah.
like
Um,
right before New Kids.
we're gonna
I'll
look it up.
think of it eventually.
Yeah. So Leslie Bell has a question. She said, I had my interview screened for an academic advisor position in Tennessee. Will I get a second interview in April that will lead to a job opportunity with the university?
I'm gonna say April feels ambitious. However, I'm getting a very warm feeling and a very big yes. So I'm gonna go with right now. The trajectory is yes.
Nice. Well, I got the magician card.
Yeah, like
Again,
she needs to will it in. I felt
yeah,
that. I felt
this
it.
is the time to set your intention and start manifesting. You know what you want. That you know you're going to go for it. You know you've got this in the bag. So now you need to keep the intention going, you need to keep the manifesting going, keep the positivity until April, because if you let yourself go into the negativity, you're going to bring that negative energy in. So stay positive, stay manifesting, and that interview should come up for you.
I think it's a good there. I get a good feeling about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have any hesitation to say yes. Like if you show up for yourself and you put forth the same commitment that you did going in initially, you're going to come out with that job. Okay, I'm gonna find this name. I swear I am.
Jackson 5.
It's not the Jackson 5.
That's
I
what
know
Dan said.
it's really if they didn't have a lot of hits, that's why it's hard to think of them right off the top of your head.
No,
But once
right?
I find it, you're gonna understand what I mean.
I know. And I can
I
hear the
loved
song.
Boys to Men. Like that was one of my favorite ones.
Right?
But they had the Backstreet Boys and stuff like that. But this one's not them.
Nope.
This was before them. This was like New Edition era. I can't remember their name though. It was like a reggae, maybe reggae type of name.
Oh, not Bob Marley. No, no, no.
It was a boy band.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive us insane.
I know it is
And
already. I'm gonna find it. I swear I am. I'm gonna put 80s, maybe. I think it was would have been from the 80s, I do believe, because they were popular around New Edition. And I keep
yeah.
hearing that New Edition song in my head, The Rain, um, Sunny Days. Oh, sunny days. Everybody knows. Can you stand the rain? Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
song. Well, of course, because my name is Sunny, that obviously
Yep.
sticks out.
So
And their group was just they paved the way for a lot of groups to come in. So much love and respect to the original Bobby Brown New Edition.
yes.
But that's not who I'm looking for. These guys were not popular long, but they were like, if you heard
Just
their name,
enough.
you would know
Yeah.
enough. You would know immediately, like, why didn't I think of that?
Yep.
And I
So
cannot believe YouTube has not found it for me.
okay.
Okay.
I have something for you. Millie Vanilli.
Oh gosh, that's not it though.
No, spirit song. Hi, spirit. Um, Here's another one for you. Okay. Have you had issues with time management? If
Me?
you Anybody, if you
Oh,
have, here's one for you. If you've had issues with time management and you're like, oh my gosh, what do? I can't seem to get myself centered. I need time management. So you go through your deck and you find the Two of Pentacles, because the Two of Pentacles is also about time management, right? Then you go, so I'm just going to cut blink and say, here's my Two of Pentacles, right? So you look at the card in front of it and behind it. And these are going to be your steps for what you need to do to figure out that time management. Step back, please. So I pulled the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles.
Awesome.
Okay. So with the Knight of Pentacles, he's about action. But in order to take that action, you have to be fully prepared, right? You have to have your map, your finances, everything needs to be in order, and you need to start taking that next step. And then you got the Eight of Pentacles. So whatever it is you want to grow, you need to put some hard work into it, because eight is about abundance. But to get to abundance, you have to work hard. And so with these two cards, your steps are to start making your plans, to start, you have your balance. That's the Two of Pentacles cards, your time management. And you really start planting your ideas so that they start popping up. But you got to start somewhere. And so that's what these are about, planting. Plant your ideas, start writing your ideas down, and then you can get yourself a little more in that management zone. I have to do this at this time, this at this time. This is saying get a calendar. Get yourself a calendar and start setting yourself up for success. So when you need time management help, look for the Two of Pentacles, and the cards surrounding it will tell you what action steps you need to take. So there's a little tarot tip. With
That is awesome. I
day.
like that tip, actually. The dream journal I'm doing is similar to that. In the back of it is going to have directions on how to interpret your own dream by going back to the pages that you already wrote in. The prompts are there. And so you're going to utilize the information you've already written down from your dream to interpret it yourself and use your intuition and use your clairs. So it's going to be a workbook as much as it's going to be a dream journal that has people's photos in it. That's the one that has the public donated photos of loved ones that are passed, favorite places, important special things to them. So those photos I'm designing into the backdrops of all of the prompt pages. So we have that section, which is already going to be 365 pages. Then you have your interpretation yourself, and then you have general interpretations by Carl Jung. I'm going to be using his, obviously, because he's one of the most spiritual gurus of all time. He is filled with, to the brim with knowledge. Carl Jung is by far one of the most idolized people in our field. Love him. And his dream interpretations are on point. You're so muted, Michelle.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting here talking.
Just one really quick, curious thing is Carl Jung's interpretation of dreams with decapitation. And it can be scary, right? So you have this dream of decapitation. And I actually had a dream about it was my dog, but it scared the crap out of me because my husband picked him up and like decapitated him and then threw him on the bed with me. And it was terrifying. But Carl Jung's interpretation of this is everything in this world is designed to instill fear. That's why our automatic emotion is going to be fear. But what it truly is a representation of is we're got to look at it symbolically. You are cutting your ego off, your head, your ego. That is that you're cutting the head off the snake, right? Because your ego is your self-sabotage. It is your self-doubt. And when you kill your ego, it's called having a dark night of the soul and ego death. That is what a representation in a dream may look like for some people. So it might not mean anything bad. It might be good. It might be something to celebrate.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
That is a huge thing too. When you come to the other side of a dark night of the soul that can go on for like months, I've been there. It is like coming up for air after being stuck underwater for 5 minutes and you didn't think you were going to make it and you finally got out. Like it is really hard. And that's the part people don't tell you about the spiritual path is that it is the best thing you can do for your life and for yourself and for your soul. It's not going to always be easy, no, but it's
Mm-mm.
going to bring you more joy than it ever will bring you pain.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's through the pain we find the purpose. So
Yes.
we almost have to have that part. The darkness could not exist without the light, and the light could not exist without the dark. So we have to find the balance, and that Two of Pentacles
Exactly.
card is right
Yes.
now is a big deal for us to be all balanced because of what is going on energetically. Now, I was looking for a reason as to why Sunny slept all of Tuesday, day and night. And
Yep.
I looked at the Schumann resonance, and we had the biggest flash since last year on the 18th. And I was like, I didn't realize how these were affecting me, but this is twice now. We had these
Mm-hmm.
huge flashes, and I slept entire 18, 20 hours and took
Wow.
naps the following days. I don't ever nap in the daytime. Never.
Wow.
I napped 2 days ago and I slept on Tuesday. All of Tuesday left and I never got to see Tuesday. It skipped me. So it was interesting how that actually affected me for the first time, and it was noticeable that it had the last time as well. I thought I was sick. And now my
And you
friend
weren't.
no, Jen was in your class Tuesday night. I pulled her to do private mentorship
Yeah,
with her. She just lost her mom, and she's sick with
that's
something
right.
like where she's getting nauseous and stuff. And so we met up real quick so that I could give her a message. And
Hi, Linda.
I said to her, your dad is here, but he's not presenting with your husband for the first time. He's coming by himself because it's important that he be right by your right side right now. And I had told her a couple weeks prior that something's going to happen, but I don't want you to freak out and take yourself to a dark place. I want you to be strong and just go
Exactly.
spend some time with your mom. And her mom passed. So I
Wow.
didn't know. I understood why her dad came by himself out of respect and dignity, and it was such a moment that it helped her quite a bit last night. And I was thankful I had
Yeah.
taken that call with her because we almost missed one another. She
Hmm.
was very sick, and she's been sick, having a hard time eating and stuff. And it's not from the grief. It's
Yeah.
just she's just trying to understand why she's sick. But the seraphim have been by her bedside. And I told her, I said, you're going to see some things at night, and I don't want them to be, you don't be afraid, they're there to help you. And I thought
Exactly.
I channeled it and I didn't remember telling her any of it. So I had to go back to our conversation and see what I had said to her, and I immediately heard seraphim, and she said they're like electric blue, translucent. I said, you know what's interesting about that? The only entity I've ever seen was translucent blue, and it was a female. It looked like me walking through my grandma's field, all electric blue. And
Mm,
I am starting to realize there's an association possibly with the seraphim angels and the electric blue coloring to
I
the
think so. Yeah.
energy. I don't know for sure. I'm just going on a hunch
I
here.
I have to agree with
I
you.
can do that for you right now,
Hey,
Mama.
Linda, how are you today?
Yes.
Hi,
Yeah.
talking to
Wel-
me.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Well, welcome. I only just saw the advert, and I've been missing quite a few because I don't see when the things are on, or it's just after I've
Right.
been. I'm too tired, but it's great to suddenly notice it and be here. Yeah, sounds fun. What you're doing,
And so
and I've got my hat.
we are doing readings. We have a card that we're using, and then a card or two out of our own decks with the card of the
Right.
day, and just
Yeah, it's
answering
like a group
questions.
session. We all get to pull cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi,
Oh,
Dax.
Michelle, I wanted
I
to let you
am
know
itching to
Lois
do
has a question in
mediums.
the chat.
I was
There's
just
got to
gonna
be
get there.
somebody here that needs a mediumship reading because I don't usually push to even do those on purpose ever. So it's someone's nagging at me. So if there's somebody that specifically is watching that is missing somebody, please let me know, because I know that
Absolutely.
I'm sensing a male coming in and it's not going to stop. So you guys can do the card thing. I'm just going to be by over here. And if anything comes up
So,
in the chat, just let me know. Okay.
okay. So I have a question here from Lois, and she says, how to step out from the fear, the ego blocking the way. So the first thing boils back to the Two of Pentacles.
Card of the day.
Card of the day. Time management is one of those ways, which, believe it or not, sounds crazy. Fear and time management. But it really does help, because that was one of my things. And if you don't have the time management under control, your fear is going to escalate. So that does help. Also, we have got the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles to go with that. So what you need to do is really start making contracts with yourself. Okay, because you are the queen. You are the one making the choices. You are the one that can do what you want to do. But the fear is stuck right here with the Emperor. This is where your fear is stuck. You are afraid of what it means to step out of that fear. You're muted, Sunny.
I know. I'm having my son grab my cotton ball.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
Where's my cotton balls?
Right. So what you need to do is start creating a list of everything you are afraid of. Okay. Whoop. Let's turn that around. Create that list. You have to make it, and then start checking those things off. Get out of your head. That's not my thought. Boom. That's ego. Let it go. And so that's one step. Linda, do you have anything to add to that question?
Did you say Linda, not Wendy?
Yes, Linda.
Right. Well, I got into trouble actually with my emperor because I made him a very well. You can see what he looks like,
Mm-hmm.
and I stand by my interpretation because the emperor can deal with power very much, I think, and authority, and that can I think it can. People who are in that position of authority can be easily triggered, I think. So it can be a triggering thing to have somebody telling you what to do. And so that's why I made my emperor that way. It's a long story, but that's my emperor anyway. And I suppose if that's, as you're talking about, to do with fear, I think it's easy to see where that fear might come from.
Yeah.
I've got my Queen of Pentacles here. And yes, this is a strong minded woman who knows what she's doing, and she knows her priorities. And that can easily be forgotten, I suppose, by some people if they don't. Are not used to being in a position where they can say, okay, we're doing it this way. I'm going to do it that way. So, yes, owning that power, I would guess, is important, particularly in, aesthetic and material areas. So she looks like she's off to a cocktail party, but you can see the beautiful tulips in the background. So that's how I personified my Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins, as I. And the Two of Coins, there's an element of catastrophizing sometimes with the Two of Coins, robbing Peter to pay Paul. If you spend so much money here, you might not have enough money to go there. Quite a material set of cards, these three, actually. It's very much to do with looking after material needs and such like, but we have to make a living. So no, we don't live by bread alone, but without bread, it's tough. Or the fear of not having bread, I think, is one thing that can hold a lot of people back. So, yeah, that's something that you have to be able to come to terms with, I think.
So that's awesome. That's the card of the day. So I had the Jaguar growth, Raven confidence, and hippopotamus exploration. So when we ask the question, how do we get rid of the fear because it's going to be there. It's an innate part of our being, but we can get rid of it because we can change our own narrative, right? So that's in the growth. When we learn to grow beyond the experience and look at it from a broader perspective. I'd like to equate this to envisioning yourself outside of yourself, but looking at yourself and looking at your like growing and expanding. And that's how I open up typically, typically. And just, going with it confidently and don't even second guess anything. Just let your body naturally, it'll just automatically do what it's supposed to do. I've been anchoring in 5D light, and that's the strangest experience for a teacher and someone who's very grounded to actually just know what I'm doing and just do it. And I do it 7 times at least a day, randomly throughout the day. And I just know to do it. Stop. 1 minute, done, move along. It's so crazy. So exploration and being open to things, being possible for the first time is new to a lot of the world. So we're having the shock factor happen in many areas. People are either thinking they're going crazy, or they're worried that they're going to lose a lot of friends, and they're scared because they've heard horror stories. And like, I just would like, if I could get a message out to the whole world, take a breath. Just take one deep breath. Everything's going to be all right. And don't
Doesn't
let anybody radicalize you one way or another. Just stay strong and stay steady, and keep growing and growing beyond the experience and beyond the self, because that's where we really find our true divinity, is when we can have compassion for someone who might not deserve it. Forgive somebody who might not have earned that forgiveness from you, but you're going to give it anyways, because that's unconditional love of your heart. And that is what we came to learn how to do and be again, is to have heart to heart connections with one another, to love thy neighbor, to do all the things. And I'm not a book worshiper or anything like that, but there are some things I did take away through having a Pentecostal
Mhm.
minister grandmother and a devout
Yep.
Catholic other half of my side of my family. And I would attend Christian church because I just thought denomination of religion was wrong. I thought all of us are as one. We should all be together and we should all be helping each other. Instead of worrying about what other countries or other people are doing, we should all just be family, like come together.
Exactly.
Why
Yeah.
is all the fighting so important to so many people that they go in and they have these big tangents online, and then that becomes the news and everybody's giving that energy to that thing? If we just all did that to the right thing, we put our energy into something really great for everyone. Can you imagine how powerful that would be?
Yes.
Imagine
Amazing.
just
By
bringing
the way,
heaven
So,
to
Michelle,
earth is a real
so Miss
thing.
Sunny, yes, Dax.
did you get Spirit Song's
I'm
request for mediumship reading?
just talking to Sunny about it just now.
Cool.
So, Miss Sunny, we have Spirit Song would love a mediumship reading.
Okay. Is she looking for a male, possibly with a D name? If not, that's okay. I'll just ask her just the relation if I
Okay.
don't already have him. I have a gentleman who passed in his early 40s. He's got a D name connected to him, or it could have been his name first and the last. Somebody either he's bringing up 3 kids, somebody who has 3 kids connected to him, or maybe he had 3 kids. He's talking about having a sister and the number 3 being important. So that's where I got the kids from, actually. But so if
Okay.
that resonates with anyone, let me know. If not, I need a relation for the woman in the chat. I don't need
Spirit Song.
her name or anything. I just
Okay.
need a relation from Spirit Song.
Yeah, so
Energy still works no matter what your name is. There is power in a name, though. So that's why some mediums will use a first name and they'll connect that way. I like to give it if I can get it. So I go with relation for
yeah, so
that
just the
purpose.
relation Spirit Song. If you can put that in the chat, just the
Yeah,
relation.
if
you're
the
looking for.
gentleman that I have doesn't resonate for her, it's okay. She can just give the relation then and let me know that no, none of that is hers.
So
Because
Sunny is
it's going to
basically
be somebody out
asking-
there's.
Yeah.
Somebody who will watch this will recognize this man and they will be happy they saw it.
Okay.
I
So
just know it.
Yeah, so spirit song, are you looking to contact anyone specific? And if so, what relative are they to you on the other side? Are they
Yeah.
your mom,
If
your
it's a
dad,
friend, then it's his first name. If it's anything else, cousin, sister, brother, uncle, mom, dad,
her
whichever.
mother?
Okay, mother.
Yes.
That's interesting. I had the a mother in here just right before the gentleman stepped forward
And
too.
the gentleman is for Miss Maria
Okay.
Genius.
Okay, she can take that information then.
Hmm.
Okay. I wonder if she's the sister. Um that's interesting. But I'm gonna ask him just to step back just a minute and let the mom come forward.
Okay.
Gosh, I hate this when this happens, but I'm gonna do it anyways. This is a cold reader tactic. I'm gonna PSA this right now. They use M and J, but I'm getting a J clear as day coming in. I have to say it because sometimes they'll just argue with me. But I just there's some things that I just won't do because typically cold readers will use those tactics, so I won't give it. But I'm giving a J name in connection to this mom. I don't know if that makes any sense for her or not. The number two is coming in pretty clearly. I don't know if she was one of two kids or maybe somebody in the family directly connected to her has two children she wants to talk about.
Her sister.
Okay. I was gonna say I see two little girls. Um, so this might be did did she only have the two kids then or just two girls? Because I feel like it's just the two girls. And I don't know if she can understand maybe there's a half brother or a half sibling of some sort here because there's a brother type figure, but it doesn't feel like it's my brother. I don't understand how to explain what she's showing me with this, but she's like really making light of the two girls being
Yes,
very
she
important
has
here.
half siblings.
Okay. So there's half siblings. That makes sense. It's like, okay, but this is the two girls, they're the full-blooded sisters, the two sisters. Because I feel like the two sisters are together and then there's ones that are half siblings.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I could be just interpreting this wrong. So it's okay if it's no, it's just I want to know for my own sanity. Um, let's see what shit's got. Okay, so Spirit Songs is her name on the YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's her mom is making a connection to music actually with her being prominent, and I feel like somebody sings. And I don't know if she's singing, if Spirit Songs is the singer she's talking about here, but I feel like this female is beaming with pride over somebody singing, performing, singing, doing something that would.
She sings her name. She sings her
Oh,
name. Yes.
okay. Singing is so good for her soul, and she's just beaming about the singing. Um,
Here's
she's
the two girls.
oh, the two girls on the card.
I
Yeah,
pulled
it
the
was like
family
thick as
card.
thieves kind of vibe she brings me with just the two sisters. So I feel like there's a significant bond if they're not full bloody related to one another. There's a bond there that is different than with the other siblings.
Mm.
I can't describe it any other way, but she's significantly pointing out two girls and she wants to talk about it.
Her
Um,
sister is a name. Her sister is a J.
is a J. Okay, is that
Yes.
there we go. Okay. That makes sense. I'm like, I really don't love using the J's, but I will if they say it's, important. If it's immediate family, that's when I'll use it. Um, and I like the whole name is better than just the letter too.
What?
Like, come on. If you're gonna give me one of those M or
Yeah, go get
J's, like at
an
least give
apple.
me
I'll be
something
right
more
there.
clear. Um, earlier with the D name, I was getting like a David or a Daniel. So I didn't know if my ego was having your husband's name popping in my head, but so
Yeah,
I didn't
she
want to
said
overthink that one.
she said that the D didn't resonate, but it was that Maria is the sister to the gentleman.
Okay.
But
Yeah, so it could be anybody that he was best friends with, or so it would have been somebody very close to him with a D name. It wouldn't necessarily have to be him. So we
yeah.
don't absolute ourselves into any
Oh,
piece of evidence we are not certain of. So if he just shows me a D, that doesn't mean, oh, that's my name. That means
yeah.
D is significant to me. So it's either something important to my name or somebody connected directly to me. So that's why I always teach people never absolute yourself into a piece of evidence, because you have to give it how you got it, period.
Yeah.
You don't add to it, but we have to interpret it somehow, and it adds a little to it. It just
Spirit
naturally does. So
Spirit song.
navigating it.
Spirit said her mom's sister, so her aunt's name is Joyce.
Oh, wow. Okay. See how they come together like that in postcards too? Because I knew there would be more than one person who gets a message too through the same reading. It's so
Yeah.
funny when that the Two of Pentacles, the two sisters, the number
Appreciate
two is so important today.
it
And it's
is.
about just maintaining,
Mm.
making home and family a priority today. Mom's coming through with a lot of loves and fresh flowers. So her mom is showing me fresh flowers, like springtime. It's like, let's start putting out the fresh flowers on the table or something here. Um,
That
and like opening up the windows and like enjoying the sunshine on our face. So I feel like she really must have enjoyed the little things in
is
life.
this was the card
Symbolically,
I
that's
picked
the
for her.
feeling I get.
You said
Yes.
flowers, and
Oh
this was
my
the card I
gosh,
picked
the
for her.
flowers. There she is,
Wow.
giving her the flowers.
Yep,
Wow.
this went right with what you just said.
That
And then
is really
Wow.
incredible.
here's your
There's a hit,
red-haired gal
Michelle.
that you were talking about.
Oh, she looks just like her too.
Oh,
The redhead I was seeing.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. She just popped right out of
Oh.
the deck.
That's scary. 2 in a row.
Two is a significant number today for whatever reason. Everybody, and there's a number for each day that could be important, right? Numerology tells us this. And for me, it's going to be because your main card was Two of Pentacles, the twos are repeating. um for collectively, anybody watching this, two, no matter what day, it's a timeless message. Two means
Mm-hmm.
stability, home, family. Focus your where your heart brings joy. Where do you feel joy, when you spend time with your kids, or just think of that one moment in history where you felt the most joy ever, and bring yourself into that feeling and sit with it as long as you can. It will
Mm-hmm.
help you to feel better, to feel happier, especially if you're having a cruddy day. I do that when I feel like I'm having anxiety or I'm going to be snappy. I try to go and do a grounding before I interact with my kids or my husband, because I can be trigger happy. And
Yes.
ADHD, just the little sounds that irritate me, it can get overwhelming really quickly. So grounding is so important, not just because we're going through a big metamorphosis of the earth, but we're going through our own personal changes, like in transformations over and over. All this astrology happening just this year, even on the minimalist of astrologers, are saying this is going to be a wild ride year. And so this gentleman, he's like, every astrologer thinks every big full moon is the best and biggest, and it's never from this long to this long. But he said, given that being said, he said, this is going to be one crazy year. So I've been looking up at the sky and I can see, I'm sure of it, Mars or Saturn or both. I see two to three red planets in the sky, which is weird because I've always thought Mars was the red planet, right? So is Saturn kind of orange though too?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think we can all see Saturn right now, right in the sky. If we can't, then I'm seeing something that looks bigger than Mars and it's red.
It might be Venus. No.
There's three altogether that I have really clear skies here in the north. So it's been really cool to watch the planets as they have done the planetary alignment.
Oh, it's
That's
Jupiter.
so cool. Jupiter's
It is
huge
Jupiter.
too.
So the message that I don't know what message you may have from Spirit
Mine is
Song's
just all
mom.
about balance. Oh, the
Yeah.
mom, the
Yeah.
mom. I'll get back to that. You go for what you're gonna say,
Okay.
and I know Linda. I don't want to be talking over her either.
Oh, no worries.
I can take
For
the conversations away, guys.
no, you are fine. It was your reading. But I just wanted to jump in, and because I'm really anxious about this message that you are going to have for her. But what I'm feeling is I'm feeling like your mom is saying, this is the judgment card. But when it comes to my judgment card, I really like the term realization. And you need to have more aha moments and less oh no moments. Okay. And to do that, we have the Three of Pentacles. Um, Pentacles, I know, is a lot about finances and whatnot, but it's also about the material realm. So you really want to get some friends together and start going on journeys, doing your mom wants you to be more active. And to do that, you need to learn to appreciate
Live
yourself
again.
and take yourself on more aha moments and enjoy your life.
So I've got a different message, and I don't do medical things. I'll say that outright. I am not a doctor. I am getting a message not to worry so much. I don't know if this is a person that worries themselves into a worry loop, but I feel like there might be a medical thing or an appointment or something going on medically that might become a worry or make feel overwhelming or worrisome. She's saying you have to go forth with bravery and with light and with trust that everything's going to work out just as it's planned to. And I don't know what this is about, but I feel like I see just a regular clinic in my mind, and it's just like don't be afraid of the doctor kind of feeling. Like don't be afraid of the dentist. Just you can do this. This will pass. You'll see it'll be okay. Whatever it is, I don't know what this is about, but she's just wanting to hold your hand, and I don't know if that maybe these things scared you as a child too,
I
to go to the
overthink a lot
doctor.
too.
Yeah, so the worry loop is something she's showing me, worrying about worrying. And she's like, stop the freaking worry hamster
Yeah.
wheel here, because when you become present, you actually can heal your own body and you can heal your energy, especially release that worry, because you don't, I'm not serving you nothing good today, honey.
Nope.
But she's got you. So it's like I'm always gonna be holding her hand. So your mom doesn't leave very far from you, and I think you sense her in the music, in the melody of the flute specifically. I don't know why, if she really likes the whimsical like wind chimes or like wind instruments, but I hear a lot of like flute playing. And sometimes that can mean like she might have, different kind of guides coming in that are a little more mythical, and I don't get them a lot because I have that part of me that's still stubbornly stuck on being very grounded in my spirituality. But they do come in, and I don't not acknowledge them. I do acknowledge them. But it's a very light and airy feeling she's bringing forth, and she wants you to have more fun. And with any time is precious that we have, whether it's only a moment or another 50 years, another 100 years, who knows?
Mm.
We just need to live every moment like it's our last.
She said we would both listen to native flute music.
Perfect. Yes, she told me the flute, specifically the flute. And she wants you to remember the energy and the joy when you guys would listen to that, because it does something for your vibration, hon.
Hi,
It does
Ladybug.
something for your health. So I will
Hi,
leave you with
Sahani.
that. Your mother is very sweet.
Linda, do you have anything you want to add?
To comment to that, I think because I came slightly later, I'm a little bit out of it, so I'm not quite following what's happening. So apologies for that. I was just trying to find my judgment card, but I've lost it.
Ah.
I'm
Much
all
better.
over the place, so you probably just got lost because I'm here. I bounce around.
Yeah,
It's okay, I do
I'll find
too.
it at that point.
No
Yeah.
worries. Okay. Sahani had a question. What does my coffee shop owner think about me? And this is also her crush.
Oh, I feel like he's taken. Is he married?
Ooh, but I got the gamble card.
I feel like there's flirting, but I see a wedding ring on a finger.
Mhm. I think that even though you may be looking for a relationship or you might really like him, being with him is going to be a gamble. It's you're taking a really big risk to even he might have feelings for you, but there's a risk there, so I would say be very careful.
I feel like the Cheshire cat energy with him, like somebody who is, looking at her like she's just to be picked up, played with, and put away. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, she deserves somebody who's going to treat her like a queen. So I would say I wouldn't even,
Ooh.
honestly, I wouldn't even give that my energy.
She
She
said, I
is
don't
better than
know.
that.
Maybe he might be. Yeah, he is from a different religion. And see, and I got the Nine of Swords. So with the Nine of Swords, what I'm seeing is he is very trapped and scattered in his own thoughts right now. He's got a lot going on upstairs. So
Yeah,
this
I
this
just don't
might
think
not
it's
be a
good
good
for
time.
her. I
Yeah.
I don't usually tell people that kind of stuff either, but this once I definitely will say I can feel like icky with him. Just the
Yeah.
thought. Sorry. I apologize. I don't.
Don't worry, Dan. We won't forget Maria with the man in his 40s. We're gonna do hers next after we do this one. So Linda, do you have anything for Sahani?
Do you mean comments about the last one? I just got the
Yes.
sense of no, don't go there. That was my feeling about what you've just been talking about. I got the feeling of a closed door. So
Yeah, the
yeah,
forbidden card in my wisdom deck is what I was seeing. The closed door. That's
yeah.
Awesome.
so cool. I bet I was picking up on your image. Sometimes I just connect into other people's links and I don't mean to, but as a teacher, it's a good tool.
It is.
I've been able to redirect mid reading for a lot of it on a live too.
Wow.
But it's a really special thing when you see it happen as even a developing medium watching. It just gives you hope that not everybody's arrogant out there. Not everybody's going to put themselves up on a pedestal and you down below them. They're going to treat you like an equal, like they should. That was my biggest problem looking for a mentor in my field was that, finding someone who's going to treat me like an equal and not like a beneath the, you know?
Hmm. Oh,
So,
I know. I had to search. I found a really good teacher and mentor. She's pretty awesome.
thank you. That's my
So,
favorite thing to do every time I've tried to quit teaching. Everyone has a bad experience in any job that you do, but you can't run away from it just because you have one bad experience. And
mm-mm.
I tried running away, but it was like doors got slammed in my face every direction, but this one.
Yep.
What was I supposed to do? Spirit was clearly telling me what I was about to do, even though I have free will.
So,
There's a lot
Ladybug,
of things they can do.
if you have a question, Ladybug, feel free to put it in. Um, Sunny, do you
I'm
have?
ready for Maria.
Yeah, she said that. Uh, I was trying to find it. I think I don't know where it went, but she said that she was his sister.
Yes, this would the relation is. I said, "How are you related to the person in the chat?" And he said, "Sister." So that would definitely be her.
Yeah,
Yes.
what happened,
100%.
Michelle, was Maria retracted those messages, but she said uh
Yeah.
that it was her that was having the connection with the guy that
Yeah.
Sunny was getting.
Yep. She did. Yes.
And she's confirming it in the chat now.
Yep.
Yes, I did.
I like that. Okay, so her brother passed then?
Let us know, Maria, in the chat. Is it your brother?
Yes,
Yes.
and he did.
Okay. Because that is who it is. He's bringing up a D name, regardless of if she can take it or not. I'm not going to make her do that, obviously, but it might come up later. Maybe it's a good friend that she just isn't thinking of, or whoever. It doesn't matter to me. I had a K one night, and let me tell you, I was talking to the daughter of the K name, Kelly was their mom's name, and I was bringing dad through, and I kept saying, he keeps saying K, and she kept saying, no, I can't think of one. Her mom's name is Kelly. I was like, well, your mother, duh. Like after because I didn't know I knew her person. I didn't know I knew who she was when I was live until after the reading. So it was very special.
Oh, okay.
So the D keeps coming around, so I cannot deny him that. He's mentioning a D name, and maybe it'll be someone born in the family who ends up being a D name or a
Oh,
middle
it's
name.
2 people in their life, in his life. 2
Okay, because
people.
he's not letting it go. Sorry. I normally say don't take it, don't resonate, but this
His
one is
daughter.
like you're gonna get this.
His
You're gonna get
daughter.
it.
Yeah, so D is
Okay.
not his initial, but
It's
No,
two
his
people in
no.
his
daughter.
life. One is his
It was
daughter,
someone
the other is an
connected
old
to
friend.
him. Yep. When they show me letters or names, it's usually someone connected to them directly, their immediate family.
Yeah,
If it's branched out, they will tell me branched out, or I will feel a faint feeling like a third cousinish. I don't do those readings. I don't like them. Immediate family evidence only is what I prefer, and my guides and spirits been real great about doing that for me. So I appreciate them so much for the teamwork, because interpretation is probably one of the hardest things as a medium that you have to really work and navigate through. Symbols versus literal meanings, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, so the brother comes in, and he feels like he died too soon in life and he didn't get to live a full life. Um, but he doesn't feel mad about anything. He feels kind of even keel as far as temperament. I'm not getting like a swing one way or another emotionally with him. I feel like he's just easy going. I do see a ball cap on his head though. I don't know if he would have regularly wore a ball cap. Or someone maybe that he would want to talk about that always wears a ball cap. This would have to be like an every day I put this cap on my head type of person that he's either talking about or he had the ball cap himself. So maybe it's just going to see that person in the next couple days, but I would not discard it completely. I'm busy.
Okay.
What do you need, Shane?
I was wondering if you have any pants in there.
No. Okay. Who has the little girl? He's wanting to talk about a little girl. A blonde little girl, actually.
Mm.
Full of energy. Full of
His
energy.
granddaughter.
Okay. She's got a lot of energy. She's keeping somebody on their
But she's
toes.
not blonde.
Oh, was she blonde when she was little?
She doesn't know a blonde.
Oh, okay. Then okay. Dark skin too. Does that make sense? Because I keep seeing dark skin and dark hair, but I feel like I always give the vision of me when I'm little, which is platinum white hair.
Blonde.
So,
Yeah. Yes. She said yes.
okay, because I never like saying those things out loud because I don't like coloring people. People are
Right.
people. I don't want
Yeah.
to say, oh, you're red, I'm green, she's purple over here.
Yeah.
I
Dark
just
skin and dark hair.
we're just she's a woman or a man or a person, and that's that. I just hate labels. It's just crazy. People got too many labels for things lately. Like I can't keep up. I'm trying. I really am trying to be, socially correct because I want to always respect everybody.
It's
Period.
just hard.
And it's hard because you don't know you're disrespecting someone most of the time.
Her skin is not that dark. It's just fair.
It's
Okay. Bye, spring
no,
song.
there's not her skin. she's
Hair is
I
dark.
feel like he had tan skin, darker skin, and maybe he worked outside a lot and had maybe a farmer's tan too, because I feel like sun-kissed skin. Darker hair like on the top of his
Yeah.
head. I
Yeah,
want to
hair
say
is
black.
dark. His skin was fair, but he had dark hair.
Did he get tan a lot or work outside in the heat? Because I see like somebody who gets like burnt tan every year almost.
Nope.
uh, or burns easily. Mm. So the fair skin is a very key point there, because he's showing me freckles and like allergic to the sun. So it's opposite of how I interpreted it. Because I go to repackage it, and he's like, no, like you. And I'm allergic to the sun, literally. I break
Yeah.
out on my hands and my arms and stuff, and I'm seeing like a big rim hat, like sunscreen, has to wear sunscreen type of person. So I get why she said no to the works outside. He can't be outside a lot in the
Yeah.
heat. I feel like he did have a sun allergy. I'm gonna just say that pretty bluntly, whether he knew it or not. If he had little skin irritations from being out in the sun,
Nope.
every now and then it could be spotting, like little red spots. But that if she doesn't know, it's fine. There might be somebody in the family who also has that too.
No,
That
he could tan.
There, I see, and I could too, but he's showing me again, and my hands. I would get a rash on just my hands, so I'd go to the tanning bed for prom, and I'd have to keep my hands out of the tanning bed. So this could be something, and you know what it comes from is there's an albino gene in my DNA because my dad is no pigment; he has albinic. So I'm just gonna table that because that's a lot of complicated stuff that I don't need to get into. It's not my family. I'm trying to figure out what is going on here. Why he's trying to show me the sun being like, I feel like skin cancer might be a worry. Um, I don't know if anyone within the family had ever had that affliction, but I feel like hereditary issue with skin. So if that doesn't fit, I'm sorry, but that's exactly what he's showing me. Like it's something hereditary that gets passed down similar to what I suffer from. But maybe it's not sun allergy specifically, but I feel like sun mixes with either someone's medication or whatever. There's a warning there to don't do too much sun. I don't know
Which
why.
is interesting because I pulled the star card.
Yeah, and that's all about the nighttime. Like
Uh-huh.
I just really feel like there's something about sun damage to the skin that's important to
Yeah.
note.
Maria says she can get sunburned easily if she is not careful. So I got the star card and the anchor card. Those were the two cards I pulled for
This
your
feels
reading
like
with.
his message for her, and he's putting so much importance on this that I've like almost like sobering, getting serious here because he's like, no, I mean, be cautious in the
Yeah,
sun.
it's time to
Of
anchor down
Make
those.
sure you're putting the sunscreen on your face every day
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know if the sun's gonna get more intense or what's up there, but this is he said take this seriously, please. It's nothing, it doesn't take much just to put on some sunscreen.
Yeah.
It is important to note. As silly as it might sound to people, I don't care. I'm getting to honor what he said. Um he just like really lights up about this little girl
Yeah, and
though.
she's in Florida. She says she will be careful.
Oh my gosh. So they might get really hot days coming in too really soon. Um,
Yeah.
that might be the reasoning why he's here today too, even just to make sure he that seems such a serious, he's got such an energy about this that I'm like, oh, pushy much, okay? Because it's hard to tell people anything like that, or to, say the word warning. I don't like that word. Those are fearful words, and I'm not trying to make anybody fearful. I
No, it's
want
just about being
being
careful.
precautionary because I have had readings where I was shown things that have come to pass. And
Oh,
it broke
Maria,
my heart that I didn't tell them, you know?
yeah, Maria said when they were kids, she got sun poisoning when vacationing in Florida.
Oh, got you. Yes. Be careful in the sun. Gosh.
Yep.
That's so funny. And because I felt like it's definitely medically related too. Like, come on, there's something here, something happened. Or is, a precaution here that needs to be take caution because the sun might be getting stronger, or I don't know if we're having flares or what's going on. I
Yeah.
haven't seen any of the people I usually watch and trust. I haven't looked at any of the stuff lately because I'm not an astrologer. I'm no numerologist, but I
can
do
do
try
numerology,
to
but
understand it a little bit
yeah.
because
Did
numbers
you
have become important.
did you get anything, Miss Linda? And then we will answer Ladybug's question, and then we'll
Just one or two observations, really. The sun is getting stronger. We know that the summers it's getting
hotter.
hotter,
Yes.
global warming and all that. And
Mhm.
have you started
I'm in the
thunderstorms?
north. I don't
So,
get I don't get hot weather at all, ever. So that's why I see it differently. I'm sorry, Linda. I had to say that. I'm like, I'm in like below 45 below zero weather in my winters.
I like a good summer, actually. That's one of the reasons why I left the UK, because where I live now in Hungary, we get summers, nice
That's
hot summers.
inspiring because I want to leave because I want to be in the sun more. I want to be in a warm place. If she can do it, I can do it too.
There you go.
Yeah, Maria says, I'm always careful in the sun. I learned my lesson. I can tan, but it takes time. I have to do it slowly.
There's something about the application to the face, um underneath the eyes to make sure she's putting SP30 or something facial sunscreen on. He's really bringing
Yeah.
me to the face for whatever reason. He's bringing me to the right here area of her face, her nose, and her cheeks.
So Ladybug wants to know if there's any messages from anyone that has passed.
Okay. There's lots of messages from all kinds of people who are past. I'll say that right now because the minute you ask that, and I thousands of spirits could just erupt into my room, so I have to narrow it down just a little, and that's why I do direct work. But I will go spirit led with her and say that there is definitely a mom figure with me of hers, and it's the grandmother or mother for sure. Somebody that she was very close with.
Does that resonate with you, Ladybug?
There's something about that ladybug name that's important, and there was a reason why she chose it for her tag name too.
She says yes. Yes, that resonates with her.
I don't know if somebody called her Ladybug or that was her little nickname or something, but they're bringing
Her
me to the
grandma.
tag name.
Her
Okay,
grandma.
perfect. Because that's why she chose the tag name. She's saying soft-hearted. So I believe she is speaking about Ladybug being a soft-hearted person, probably intuitive, overly sensitive, most likely a medium. She's got a lot to say, grandma. Okay. Um, underestimates herself. Um, oh my gosh, like she must have had a lot to say to you all the time, lady, because she's wanting to like her to just shove her forward. Like, you got this. Like, cheer, pom poms, everything. Like the whole charade's going on in my mind. She just needs a push in the right direction to understand how capable she is of just anything. She's got a lot of, I want to say gifts. I'll use the word I hate the most. Abilities is my preference. But I'm going to
Yes.
say she's gifted. She's got a gift that's not been her curse. It has always been her strength. And as soon as she can step into that, she's going to see a whole different exterior world.
I feel like I also feel like she's saying you need to really take at least one of your ideas and start running with it, because you're not. You're being stagnant with something, and it's time for you to take that idea and make it happen.
Yeah, quit thinking you're not worthy. And you know what's funny? When they give me the symbol for somebody who doesn't feel worthy of something, I see Wayne's World. And when they're going, we're not worthy, we're
Yeah.
not worthy. I'm like, why you guys gotta be so silly with all the symbols? Like, yeah. It's great because it brings joy to me and it keeps my vibration high and me linked in easier. But it's hilarious. Sometimes they really come in with a really light mood and their vibration
Yeah.
is so much faster than the world being told this lie of death is so funny to me because they come in vibrating faster than us, moving quicker than us, but they're dead. No, I think we're more dead than they are. Just saying. I think death is a super lie,
No.
and we just change
Hmm.
forms. That's all. We never die. Life
She
is
says
eternal.
she says her household is stagnant. And feel free to
Oh,
jump in, Linda. This is kind of
yes.
we're all
Well,
just
they've got the justice card for some reason.
ooh.
And that's maybe something about, um, well, there's all about balance and about gambling at the same time. When you when you decide what the consequence of something could be, it could, it's a kind of a gamble almost to be able to actually trust your judgment enough to be able to say, well, I think you're right and this is wrong, and so on. So it's maybe talking about some kind of a super cautiousness because of not being sure whether you've really got it right somehow.
Mm-hmm. And if you look and unlock something, it'll
Mm.
open up what she is showing you. It'll open up that balance in the justice card because you need to unlock something to get your household unstagnant. And just to show some clarification, I just showed you a key card, and I have my 3-year-old grandson in here, and he just brought me a key that he found on the floor. And he had no idea what we were talking about. And so you need to definitely unlock some hidden things that will help build your household back up to moving and motivation.
I hear anything that's broken, that is no longer in use, that has no use at all. Get rid of it. Why are you holding on to it? Because that will hold an energy of everything it's ever come in contact with. And you don't need that extra energy, do you? Of broken things in our homes, like broken chairs, broken 3-ring binders. It doesn't matter what it is, everything holds a frequency.
I don't know what it is I need to do. We all need change.
First, get rid of anything that's broken and no longer works
Hmm.
in your home. That's what I start doing when I clear the clutter. That's what it means to me. I would first go in and get rid of anything that's not being used, that's too small, anything like that needs to go because all of that is holding pent up, stale, stagnant energy.
Yep. And make it a family affair. Go all the way through, not just energies, negative energies, but go through like the root of the situation. Go through rooms, see what take out 2 or 3 things that you no longer use out of each room and go through and declutter just a few things every day.
A
And that'll
clean home is a
also help
happy
you.
home.
I do see a lot of indecision somehow, anyway, with this.
Yes.
It's a kind of the
I
big version
agree.
of swords.
Yes.
There's always going to be resistance to things that are uncomfortable. Nobody likes to clean or go through the trouble of doing all the things, but we have to. So it's through the discomfort that we find the most growth. It's interesting that we have to get really uncomfortable for things to actually get better. So I would prepare the world at large, be prepared to be quite uncomfortable in this new beginnings phase we're stepping into together, and be more adaptable to other people's points of view because everyone's perception is their valid reality. And we have to learn that and understand it in its wholeness and respect it
Mhm.
in order
Hi,
to
Eileen.
truly be, right in alignment with one another,
Yep, absolutely.
in my opinion. Sorry.
What question can we answer for you before we head out? We are about at the end of the show here. Let's see. She says, I have an important situation I need some guidance on. So yeah, just feel free to put your question in and we'll answer that. Oh, nice. I'm glad you found us. This is, it's not always the four of us on here, but on the fourth Saturday of the month, I like to have lots of people on, and
I'm glad I made it this time. I think that was the last time I was sleeping for 2 days.
yeah,
And I'm like, what the heck? And the Schumann resonance has never been on a day that's ever affected me that I know of in the past until the last two. Weird.
I've noticed
Okay.
this kind of thing because I used to do psychic fairs a long, long time ago until I left the UK, but I haven't really been that active in it since then. I know I was able to do psychic readings. I set up birth charts and things like that. I never quite understood the whole medium thing.
Oh.
But since my parents have died, I've obviously thought about it a lot more. I didn't get anything from my parents, by the way, but there was a friend of mine, and she died. And it's a bad death because she drank herself to death, basically. But I certainly got a funny feeling with her because I remember half falling asleep and I could smell the flat where I used to visit. And the exact smell that her flat had, I suddenly felt it in my home. And I don't know, some kind of strange brown shape appeared in the kitchen and went through me. But
The
that was
more you
all.
open up to your mediumship, the more it's just going to flourish quickly with you, especially because you're already there. So I would do sitting in the power as often as possible and just lean into it a little more. You definitely are a medium. There's no doubt about that.
I've never thought of it that way. The only other thing I experienced that's similar was that my cat died, and I saw little grey shadows in the corner of my eyes, and I thought, oh, must need an optician. But my mum said, completely independently, that she saw them as well when one of her
Yeah,
cats
it's
died.
physical mediumship and it's hereditary in your family line. It's interesting because physical mediums is very rare these days, but you can do both mental and physical mediumship and psychic work. You've just never given yourself that room or that space to do it in. And anytime you want to do it, it's kind of just waiting there for you. So
That's well, thank you for
that's what I
that.
got with Stephanie.
Okay.
That was my first student I ever taught. I knew immediately that her guides had been waiting, tapping their feet. Like, when are we doing this? Because she immediately, within 6 weeks, she was doing full blown professional evidential. I was like, whoa, I just thought you really quickly. It was
We
so
have-
awesome.
We have one more question. Sorry, ladies.
Don't be sorry. You're okay.
This is from Eileen. She said, so basically, she needs a new accountant, and she has two. One she is meeting with on Monday, and one she is meeting with on Tuesday. And she does not know which one. Her past accountant sold her business in November and only told her clients in January. Laura, she is meeting with on Monday. And Lewis, she is meeting with on Tuesday, and she doesn't know which one to go with. So,
Neither. I just heard neither. I feel like there's an underlying motivation with on the female. Ironically, I wanted to feel something softer and lighter with the Laura, but I don't. I feel like, and not sinister or anything wild like that, but I just feel like self-motivated for both of them. Like, they're not the best interests of the client should always be the best interest of the person you're meeting with, and I feel like neither one of these carry that quality, if I'm being honest.
right.
Sorry.
Well, I've got for the Wednesday, the 5 of coins, which doesn't look very promising, not very encouraging, I would say, and also too much of an emphasis on what you can't do, on all the taxes and all the other things you have to pay. So that seems to be generating pessimism. The 2 of coins actually seemed a bit similar because that's also thinking about what you have to do at the expense of something else. So accountants are important and very useful, but I suppose if they're filling your head with, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, then maybe not such a good thing.
I got rid of mine, and they wanted to charge me $400 to file my taxes one year. This was like 2 decades ago, and guess what I did? I went and self-taught myself how to do taxes, and I now file for like 10 people every year just so that H&R Block cannot take their $400.
And I got,
So,
when it
just
comes
saying.
to Laura, there's something not being shown to you. When it comes to Lewis, you're going to be taking a really big risk.
Is that the two
Oh,
of coin?
wow.
Yeah,
And I
this
like
is the
the
Gamma card.
magnifying glass. Take a closer look.
Take a closer
Yes.
look. And you mentioned Pamela. And when I pulled a card for Pamela, this third person, I got the stars.
I was gonna say there's gonna be the right one comes along. Oh
Yep,
my gosh.
it's going to
Okay.
be
Yep.
Pamela. There
The
you
right
go.
one comes along because you pass up the 2 wrong ones and there's the right one waiting.
From H&R Block.
That is
That's the one.
freaking insane.
So there we have it, everyone.
That
Yeah.
was fun.
Yes, that was a
Hopefully
great.
we'll get,
Freestyling, that's what I call that. Freestyle.
for people that don't know, we let members, everybody can join us in the YouTube chat, but our members can join us live here on camera, like Linda's doing. And
Mhm.
so hopefully we'll get a bunch of members at some point, and it's just going to be a party on some of these shows.
It is, yes. And I enjoy it with Crown Share Saturdays. I really enjoy this. There's lots of us.
I
and-
can't believe I didn't bring my crown.
I know.
I have
Shame
my
on you.
head-
If you got your,
You have
if
your
you got a
headband.
crown, you got to bring it.
I do. I have one.
Yeah.
It's in my desk though, in my office.
Michelle has a bunch of them. She wears a different one each Crown Share.
I love the
Yes.
black one.
I know.
Is that black or purple?
It's actually
Ooh,
blue
Drops
and
of Jupiter
purple.
came in. Hi, Drops. You're right at the end of the
Oh,
show. We're
how
about to
pretty is
leave.
that? What is that?
Oh, yeah.
The
I like that
fluorite?
crown a lot.
That is, I want to say
Labradorite. I
lapis
see.
lazuli, maybe.
I see Labradorite.
Yeah,
in there.
labradorite. Yep.
Yeah, the psychic
And I
stone.
wonder if there's any fluorite even in there.
Oh,
Stone for
maybe.
psychics.
Couldn't tell from the just on here, but I
I
love
know,
crystals. When I was a child, I tried to sell rocks at garage sales because I loved rocks. I had an
Yeah.
affinity for them since I was a little kid.
I
And you
used
can
to
see I
collect.
wear
I'm
Numite.
not wearing mine.
I have phenacite or phenakite and 3 moldavites in here. I have Numite, and then this is just an agate.
It's in her mind. Thanks, babe.
And in here's a pearl, my hummingbird with the pearl.
Yeah.
It's got like the peach pearl for good health.
Nice.
So I wear strange things, I guess. And I have unikite. I love the unikite too.
Yes, me too. I think that is one of the most beautiful.
You ever see people with their whole arms filled with them? I'm like, well, you're just negating the purpose of them. Now they're all canceling each other out. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Yep.
What
I never
on earth?
understood that. I was like, why do you have 50,000?
Yeah,
Because
you
they
only
don't know how
have-
foolish they really look. That's why.
exactly.
Because
So
I love
everyone,
crystals too, man. I would wear them all like that. If that helped me.
don't forget Two of Pentacles. That is our card of the day.
Balance.
Balance,
the
time
theme.
management. Enjoy your beautiful weekend, and I will be back on the 2nd
Oh, and
Saturday.
real quick, join us tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
We're going to
tomorrow
do
we
this
got
all
something
over again.
tomorrow.
You can join us here on the Zoom if you're one of our members. It's the cost of a latte a month. You can find out on the website, psychic.cafe, and just join us in the Zoom. We're going to be talking about numerology charts and reports
Ooh,
and what that
I'm gonna have to
is.
come watch that. I
tomorrow.
love numerology.
Yeah, you got to join us.
Absolutely.
Let me think here real quick. It's my co-host is going to be Pamela Steele. She's an author and tarot grandmaster. And hopefully Michelle will be joining us too.
I'll be there.
The blue jay
And-
is a sign for someone.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's
And
going to
don't
be fun
forget,
tomorrow.
if you want a reading or a numerology report, all of mine are on sale, $49.99. You can find me at psychic.cafe/mystic corner.
And I have my own channel called Awakened Intentions if anyone's interested.
Yes. And Miss Linda is on the Psychic Cafe as well. You can find Linda Stevens there. So come over to the Psychic Cafe and join us.
I
It's
wonder
free to
what mine
register
is
on the
on Psychic
website. You get your
Cafe.
own profile. It's like Facebook.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I picked for that though. I'll have to wait till
I'll look it
I
up
come
and
on
show
again. And I
Yeah.
can't remember.
Remember, it's www.psychic.cafe. It's
I
like
can
not a
finally get into
.com,
my thing
.net,
now.
.org. It's a .cafe. We actually got it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Psychic.cafe.
Right on. So do I have to go reset my stuff up then?
We can just get a hold of me and I'll reset you.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you. It's been
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Nice meeting you again.
Nice talking with you, Miss
Bye,
Linda.
Linda. Bye, Michelle. Bye, Sunny.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.